Let's do some predictions now, because we have looked at the best goal. Well, one manager has been sacked. That's Frank Lampard. First of all, what do you guys think about the sacking of Lampard, Timo?
First of all, it was about time. Lampard
his luck.
Lampard has managed more games than he has points.
Yes.
He has 35 points. He's managed 38 games. Surely.
Yeah.
That is less than a point a game.
Yeah.
35 games is almost a whole season.
Yeah.
Kai work. Get rid. And I'm all for giving the manager time. But at Everton, the morale is down. The recruitment was horrible.
Well,
these guys were signing anyone and everyone. James Rodriguez, who.
Yeah.
Guys come in 6 months, they're out. They come in, they're injured. You sign 5 defenders at once. So there was a lot of... and that's why the fans are very much against the board.
Yes.
There's a lot of confusion there. And so I feel like Lampard, in as much as he's not probably the best coach we have out here, I think he was also set up to fail. And so I'm not surprised that he's
eventually
let go. My thing is, who do Everton get in? Do they bring back Big Dunk, Duncan Ferguson, to come steady the ship?
Was he not like an assistant to Nani?
First of all, yes, I think he was on the bench.
Yeah, he was an assistant.
And also, he's done that caretaker Nini before. He's an Everton legend. And he's no nonsense. And so I think Everton need a bit of that. Iwobi needs... They need to be amshuad kidogo kina Calvert-Lewin siju kina who, and so I'm not surprised that he left. I'm just curious to know who comes in and what they are going to do. But many people are saying, now this is Everton getting safe, at least because it's January.
Big Dunk, that was exactly correct. You need to get a manager who understands what Everton is
all about.
You start buying Lampard.
Yeah,
Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes, those guys should just go and be pundits. All of them never pundits. Those guys sports analyze because those guys, their superstar careers. Management is very
imekata azingiani ziko hivi.
It's only for Zinedine.
Not same was up.
Only for Zidane.
Yeah. I feel like they've taken the easiest option. I mean, because there's the terrible atmosphere in the club.
It's toxic.
The board is not doing well. So what's the easiest we can do here? Fuck the manager. You just suck him and, get out of here, man. Now the question is who they are going to also get back in return. But I think the biggest challenge here for Everton is trying to get someone like how Arsenal has gotten Arteta or you have gotten Ten Hag, because there's a total breakdown there. Board watu haitaki, mafans wamechizi, squad ndio hiyo hakuna harmony, kuna talent pale, kuna kina Demarai Gray, Anthony Gordon, and Calvert-Lewin.
They spend a lot of money. Everton in the last 2 seasons have spent a lot.
Everton is the one club, if they get relegated, they are full of shit. They will be like in trouble kabisa, because the wage there is very high. The wage bill.
It's horrible.
I just sustain wakiwa championship, to be honest. So they need to get someone who will come in and just try to unite their whole system there, because it's just terrible. I don't know who's gonna do that work.
I actually don't know who's on the market right
now. And Lampard has beaten Nani to the sack race. What do you call him? Lampard. He has beaten Moyes to the sack race, because Moyes ni alikuwa amemfuata unyo.
You win say at least you can get probably 2-3 games, but
And again, what I like about this is Arteta is again winning, because I recall there's a time people are putting him. How do aliweka Arteta in the same context na Ole, Lampard, na Gerrard? Ati hao ndio atakuwa the first. Come on, man. It's not happening now, is it? So, who do you think will be the next manager to be sacked? Because I feel like there's going to be a sack before the season ends.
Probably Moyes, because I read a crazy stat. Was it out of 52 of West Ham's last strikers? I think more than half have not managed to score a goal for West Ham. I had that thing and I sat back and I'm like, what are you saying? Because these guys keep signing strikers. You have your Skamakas, you have Antonius, you have Mesainani Juzi.
Danny Ings na ametoka sijui for how long now.
Danny Ings ni mtu wa Claret and Blue. Burnley, Aston Villa, sasa West Ham.
Si walikuwa na mzee. Alikuwa ameenda Liverpool.
Sisi kwetu alikonga hype bado wasema tuze mzee ndio ende akashine. Not giving him enough playing time. Let's let him go.
But no, like he's a good finisher, yes.
Yeah.
He's a good finisher. I feel like Moyes might be next to go. There's just something that's not working. It's like Bowen pulling everyone, and when Bowen
to be together. Walikuwa wanataka kuuza sijui Anthony Juzi sijui to where. Was he planning on going to Everton? There were some rumors to do with that. again, Moyes is working on very thin ice because amepewa a lot of quality players. Let's be honest. What's Skamaka, Paqueta, Bowen, Benrahma.
They're all playing in front of
Benrahma has
Rice.
been playing fire. Okay, at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, he was until he wasn't. So, Chris, do you feel like the same is, Moyes is the next guy to be...
Yeah, he's looking like it.
He's looking like he's going to be the one.
Because imagine West Ham have probably spent similar amounts to Newcastle if you compare and contrast. And West Ham, also new stadium. A lot of investment in players. The manager can't complain about anything.
Yeah, he cannot. It's weird how they're performing very well in Europe. Lakini kwa ligi. That's where they draw the line.
We don't do that here.
Yeah, we don't do that here. We only perform in Europe. All right, let's check out the top 4 predictions now, because to go right in the middle, I'm sure none of you had said Arsenal. Even I had not said Arsenal is winning the league when we were starting off in making predictions, maybe 2 games into the season. Now, I feel like I need to know what you guys think. Who is going to be your 1, 2, 3, and 4? And I think on episode 20, which will be the last one for the season, we should come back here just the way we are and just look back at this.
Look at our decision.
Yes! Tuone Chris alisema sijui nani, Timo akasema Arsenal haibebi, and mimi nikasema United wanamaliza top 5. Vitu kaa hizo, just hypothetically speaking. So let me start off with you, Chris. Again, in a descending order, because...
So you start from descending from 4 to 1.
When I was saying descending, I was meaning like from the team that is most bottom in this platform.
Yeah.
That is Liverpool. Liverpool number 3, then number 4, and number 1. So yeah, which
number 4.
Yes.
Takuwa Liverpool. Sasa niseme haki yangu kila mtu.
Okay, fine.
Liverpool number 4. Number 3 jamii damu yangu hawezi kubali Manchester. Weka Newcastle alafu.
Newcastle to be third.
Newcastle alafu weke Man City and then Arsenal.
Man City.
So you're saying you finish above us?
Yes.
Lakini
kutanyesha yogurt.
Let's I know that's very subjective, but let's try to be a bit objective.
Yeah.
Because that means you are 9th. That means mtapita akina Fulham, mpite akina Brighton, mpite akina Tottenham, mpite United. So nyinyi mtakuwa tu mnashinda, wao ni kupigwa tu.
18 games.
Kuna 19 games. Mnyi mmecheza 20. 20 mko na 18 more games to go.
18 games.
Anyway, that's what's up.
It's a lot.
So Chris amesema Arsenal to win the league, Man City to be the runners up, Newcastle to be 3rd, and Liverpool to be 4th in that particular order. Timo, let's go with your top 4. Let's start off with your champions.
Yes.
So winning the league.
Let me finish with my champions. Let me do.
No. Let's do vice versa.
No.
Chris, Timo, you are a guest. You are guided by the host.
Manchester City. I'll stick by what I said earlier. I feel like Man City.
Yes.
And I'll give reasons. Man City has the squad depth. They have the wherewithal.
Let's start this.
They have the know-how.
Timo, check it. No. I'm guiding you here. All right?
That's what I'm following.
Guiding this conversation.
If this guy can say Liverpool can
No. This is what I want you to do. I want you to say, number 1, champions will be Manchester City. And then you tell me, Don't start with Manchester City. No, you have not outrightly said, the champions are going to be Man City.
Higher.
Yes.
Higher.
Man City will be the champions.
I believe that Manchester City, smallest club in Manchester,
Jesus Christ,
are going to lift this title.
Yes.
The reason I say this, does that work for you? The reason I say this is because, 1, they have the squad depth. You get your Haaland out, you have Alvarez. You get you out. They have a serious squad, and I don't know why I'm playing this thing. I think I need more. I love it. I feel like they have the squad depth. They have the wherewithal. They've been here before. They've done this a number of times.
Yeah, quite a number of times.
And Pep is already out with his mind game, saying, we've won this a few times. We don't care about it. Uko nyuma. I'm sure you've watched the documentary. Uko nyuma na watukana. Vibaya sana. Vibaya. And so I feel like Man City have a charge that we are about to see. And seeing Man City chase you is not fun. And I feel like
he knows.
He should. I know as well.
Oh, you've been chased a long time ago.
Yeah, just the other
That's
day.
game of the season you had there, Ferguson.
And then we went and got your
Moving on.
Passy.
Yeah.
And you know how that goes.
That's a snake.
Yeah.
Go on. Yeah.
Well, snakes get you titles.
Yeah,
I don't
snake,
know about that, eh? Okay. So, nyoko. So, I feel like Man City, and this is just because I am backing up my earlier prediction. I felt like Man City would win it easily.
Anyway, yeah.
But now, I feel like if they are to win it, they'd probably do it by like a point or like goal difference or something. It's tighter.
Yes.
It's tighter. It's easier to say Arsenal because the stats, the form, everything is in your favor. I think I'll just stick with Man City just for now.
Runners up.
The reason I'm saying Arsenal will be second, and second by a point or two, is because, and I say this with a handful, not even a pinch, a handful of salt, is because experience. Hear me out. I feel like the fact that your squad is primarily full of young players, it's fun, it's good, it's attractive football, it's beautiful to watch, you're free-flowing. The rubber is yet to meet the road.
Yes.
I believe.
That's coming with the Europa League and FA Cup and everything else.
Exactly. You guys are still in how many? Are you in 3 competitions?
We are FA Cup, still in the league, and of course Europa
Exactly.
League.
So you see, squad depth is a real thing. It's a real thing. And so one injury, let's say Partey gets injured.
Yes.
Your whole knee changes. You know,
Totally.
I don't know who comes in for Partey. You won't say Lokonga will do what Partey does. And it's not banter. Like I'm being very...
That's very objective.
I wouldn't say... You won't say El Neni will do it against United all day, every day. El Neni shows up against us.
Anaonanga nani anakuwa
Anawaka Gattuso, Vieira,
Schweinsteiger and everything else. Yeah.
But I feel like the squad depth, and this is very tentative because the window is still open.
Yes.
You still have a chance to sign 2-3 people. And you have the pool, and you're targeting three cups. And so you could sign people that can change my opinion. But I feel like just because of the difference in the squads that you have and Man City have,
Yeah,
Man
that's
City
the
have
reason why
edge.
we'll finish second.
And that's the reason I'm giving.
Okay.
As like where we are standing now.
Right now, yes.
And also because I think City, unless Pep overthinks.
Which he has a tendency of doing.
Exactly, which he does.
In finals especially.
Yeah.
After he came here to work overthink, which surprised us.
Yeah.
So probably he overthought overthinking.
You can neutralize. Yeah.
So I feel like City might be too strong for you guys at the Etihad. You know now, Arsenal in such a rich vein of form. And by the time you're looking
And you have 5 points, you know.
exactly, and a
With a
game,
game in hand.
So now you're looking at where does Arsenal drop 8 points? You start calculating, and now here's where we start hoping as rivals. Or they lose 2 to Man City, which I don't think will happen. I feel like they'll lose 1, Etihad. And I've seen you guys beat Man City at the Emirates time and again. Walcott with that beautiful
been a minute, but yeah.
Christmas and all that. I've seen it.
Yes.
Also, what was I going to say? Have you gone to Anfield?
No.
So, and I don't know when that is. I don't know if it's April or May.
Yes.
And if these guys are out of Champions League and all that, and they have to rest now for a week, and they have a whole week to prepare for you while you're still in any competitions, you see that game becomes harder. And so I feel like there are certain fixtures. Yes, Mumeenda Old Trafford.
The other place which you could say I was going to add is St. James's Park.
You haven't gone to St. James?
No.
We also haven't. And I hate that place. I
And
absolutely
now
hate
it's
St.
rocking
James.
nowadays.
It's insane. And you know, St. Maximan is back. Isak is back.
Yeah.
Yes, Wood, Nottingham, but Wood
wasn't doing much.
And so so there are like 2, 3, 4 fixtures.
Okay.
And
Tricky
out of those
fixtures
4,
for yeah.
I feel like out of those 4, you win 1, then unajua fixture difficulty rating pale FPL. Zote zingine ni green for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Green,
Especially
green.
like right now where Arsenal is moving from once you're done with United to I think end of March.
You have like 6 or 7 games that are just
Kina Leicester, Kina Brentford, Kina Fulham, games that we can win. Give me your third team.
My third team, I'll go for United. I feel like I feel like if we are able to rotate our squad properly, because we are still in 4 competitions, and that's why we're playing a game every 2-3 days. If you're able to rotate properly, which is very hard, and just pray that we don't get injuries, I feel like we can secure third just above Newcastle.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, it's controversial, but I think Newcastle have really shown us that they can do this. They have a brilliant manager in Eddie Howe.
Yes.
We've been talking
Ben
about
Squad
Eddie Howe,
also.
Akiwa, Bournemouth, and we're like, this is such a good manager in such a bad team.
Yeah.
The team is
Like,
weak.
this guy just needs a big team. And Newcastle, no lie, everyone knows Newcastle is a sleeping giant.
Yeah. They
And-
should be a powerhouse.
Exactly.
Back in the day.
You know about that. Your 4-3s.
Yeah.
You know? And so
Crazy.
I feel like Eddie Howe will have enough to get that last Champions League spot.
Slot.
And it's about to be insane. Arsenal, City, United, Newcastle in the top 4. And you have Liverpool and Chelsea out, and Spurs probably Conference League.
Ngeni hapo ni nani? It's almost going back to those back
Exactly,
in the days, the
exactly.
late 90s, mid 90s to early 2000.
And that's what we love.
There's only one visitor there. Comes from your hood, bro. City.
I know.
They were never in that conversation
know.
back in the day.
I know. I was waiting for you to
Guys,
say,
Yeah.
Ningeshangaa sana,
Yeah. So-
ningeshangaa. But yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yep.
All right. I will go with the champions, Arsenal. Don't have to explain much.
No, not really.
Yeah, Arsenal.
50
I
points
feel
after
Man
19.
City. I feel like when you talked about depth, it's something that we are working on right now. That's why we're getting Leandro Trossard, because it's not like
Is this other guy you signed?
Jacob Kivior.
I've seen a new signing today.
Jacob
Yeah.
Kivior.
What position does he play?
He's a centre back, left-footed centre back.
No way.
Yeah,
See, that's good though.
gold dust. They are
now
very
it's-
rare to
now
find.
That's a good sign.
Yeah,
Centre
and
backs
he
need to.
full Polish international, and he played all the games, the four games they played in the World Cup. Alicheza zote.
Alianza.
Yeah,
No way.
alicheza zote.
Got Poland's starting centre back. Oh, wow.
Lewandowski was waxing lyrical about him, saying how good he was, and just watching him. Alimuona kwa training, but unajua kwa training wezi tell until akamuona kwa pitch game. Like, hey, there's something here with this guy. And he's 22 years, so I think in a more depth. Leandro Trossard is someone else. We are also getting a right back from Valladolid. That's for the future, I think, because we have Tomiyasu and Ben White there.
Yeah.
So that's one to come later. But I also think we are also looking at a midfielder because of Thomas. I feel like for me, all this Odegaard is fantastic for Arsenal. I mean, everybody is fantastic, but I feel like if you take off Partey, it's not the same Arsenal as we have been seeing over the last.
No Partey,
it's
no
like
Partey.
United and Casemiro.
Backbone inapotea.
Casemiro unamtoa na United unaweza garagaza as much as you want. So yeah, I think Arsenal are working on the depth side of things, because Europa League, bro, kafika na FA pia. FA is prestigious. It's the second most prestigious in the league. So you want to go as far as you can.
Yeah.
So kauna fight on 3 fronts, but and hauna depth, you are in trouble. Because then there's Manchester City, and they have all the depth you can think of, you know.
And
So
those guys get to game week 29, they win
Bana.
all the games. I say, what do you win the last 10 games? You
Yeah.
wanna bow kila mtu kwa league.
exactly. Man City unaweza kupiga run ya like 13 games,
Bana.
manze. Like there was a time Joe alipiga run ya how many games?
See, last
And
one ikiisha. What is that?
losses 0. You almost conceded none, and you're like, hey,
Sisi tulifanya 11 na wao walifanya 13. Sisi
Yeah.
tulikuwa like sisi tumeshinda zetu zote na bado.
bado hamtoshi.
hamtoshi.
You know, like yeah. So City, you have to be super wary of them. I think they have had not the best season so far.
Yeah.
But I cannot rely on that to say that's enough for us to just gazump them and win the league. But I think you're playing really well.
Yeah.
Of course, the 2 games against them will really determine a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Because the only team now in the league where you say, okay, maybe that's where Arsenal can be stopped. Those are 6 points. 6-pointer there. If Arsenal wins, and you're thinking, hey, okay, that's it. If Arsenal doesn't win, you're like, okay, some meanza kukujiwa, you know. And there's a tricky fixtures in April. I think in April we play Newcastle, Liverpool, Chelsea, some crazy fixtures. Man City. Ile
Chelsea
return
mko-
leg sasa.
Chelsea mkomo.
Chelsea tutatuanga.
Chelsea hapo mnajenga
Achana
good
hao
defense.
wakora. Then the third one for me, I will go with
Stua watu. It's
United.
okay.
I'll go with
Which
United.
United?
Good question.
Yeah, which
Because it's not
United?
the Manchester United. It's the
Nilijua.
Newcastle United.
Nilijua.
I'll
It is
go-
allowed.
And it's not taking a dig at United.
No,
not
it's
at
okay.
all. I'm Manchester United, because these two are United. I think, like, for me, I don't feel like you have enough depth.
We don't.
You don't.
We don't.
And like we said, there is the Europa League coming up. Let's say hypothetically you proceed.
What are you? Do you know we have the playoff first of all
Yes.
with Barca,
Yeah.
and we're still in the Carabao Cup semis. Now
Yeah.
you're 2-legged again. Those
Yes.
are 4 games.
Yeah.
that are just
I understand United will be playing a game almost every 3 days for the
Yeah.
next, I think, almost 6 weeks.
it's insane.
And they don't have depth.
Yeah.
So when you consider all that, and let's say hypothetically you proceed to the Europa League, that's a big hypothesis, and maybe you proceed, then you're looking at this United that it's almost depleted in terms of talent. Guys would be jaded, like how they were against Newcastle. No, Crystal Palace. You guys were not really there in that game.
We were too comfortable in the first half then.
Yeah. So Newcastle can consider the fact that wow, I chase Europe, and the way they are right now, the talent that they have.
Ametolewa nini juzi?
Ametolewa Carabao man FA.
FA.
Ametolewa FA.
Wako semi ya Carabao.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these guys, that talent that is there, ni wasi wa kuchill 7 days, mkuje mcheze. Chief, you're in trouble.
And no lie, if they manage to win the Carabao Cup, that pushes them on for the last few games of the season.
Yeah. So for that reason, I think they'll gazump Manchester United, which I think will finish 4th. Then after that, no one really cares.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Really cares after that.
Just don't get relegated, my boy.
At least. Na nimekwambia mapema, ukitaka streams za Conference League, we are here. Tutakusaidia.
After 2
Alright, that's top 4. Who do you think is avoiding relegation? Because right, sai kuna a lot of contenders. One team.
Do you know? I think the last 6 teams are separated by, is it 2 or 3 points?
Kidogo sana between the 2 teams, man.
So
it's so small a margin.
Every game hapo chini is a 6-pointer.
Yeah.
And the league, and we're just in January. So it's insane. I feel like Everton will beat the drop just because they've made the choice to sack Lampard.
Ali.
And there's always the new manager bounce. It's just like having...
That might come.
Nika debut. See, like now Trossard comes in and he plays freely and he's happy. Mudryk comes in, he's happy. And so when you get a new manager, every player wants to prove themselves.
Yeah.
And so even me, FPL, no lie, I will look at Everton.
Yeah, Calvert-Lewin and
you go look for your DCL or your Gordon again. And a manager will come and choose the best players on the sheet. And be like, hiya, these are my best, and Zeni.
Yeah.
Everyone else has to fight for their place.
Okay.
So I feel like just because of that, Everton will be.
Let's put it for context here, like you said. Between number 14 and number 20, I'm separated on 3 points.
That's crazy.
But they would just...
So the teams that 14th in the Leicester City, they have 18 points. They are level with Leeds United with 18. Number 15, number 16, West Ham still have 18 points. Number 17, Wolves have 17. Number 18, Bournemouth have 17 points. Then the last 2, Everton, Southampton, bottom, work on 15 points. So, meshikania.
I'm even surprised Aston Villa is not among those.
Yeah. So, actually, let's do this. The one team that will avoid and the one team that is guaranteed to go down.
Bournemouth
and down. Chris, which one do you think will avoid of those ones, and which one do you think is certified?
Well, those are 6 teams. So I'm going to say Leicester.
They'll avoid?
What?
Leicester won't go down. They'll avoid.
Let's look at the bottom 3. Let's just look at the bottom 3 because those things that most likely maybe you're gonna have some more advantage. Bournemouth, Everton, Southampton.
So Bournemouth and Southampton are definitely going down.
Bournemouth and Southampton.
Definitely going down.
Yeah.
So ukiangalia hapo juu, Wolves, I don't think they will. Who else you have there? Leicester also not gonna go down. So which is the other team left now?
West Ham, Leeds United. We'll join them.
Leeds are playing well against bigger teams, but when they're playing against smaller teams, they'll drop points because they play against everybody. City, their football is good, but unawapata bado wako hapo in that position because Wolves, Leicester, I think are going to escape the drop.
They will escape the drop.
And Everton, because of that new manager. So it's left with the other guys.
I mean, it'd be crazy for Everton to go down for starters. That would be terrible for the club.
Insane.
In all ways you can think of. Especially financially. And of course, the Addis already washaanza Onana is already being linked to the move to one of Chelsea or Arsenal. They're looking at him just because Lampard has left. Now, imagine what happens when they get relegated. That's the story another day.
Guys will raid that club.
Even the stadium. Imagine West Ham and Everton go down. Those stadiums, man, Everton is 40-something thousand. West Ham is like
almost 60,
like 60,000. So and
Championship.
That
would be crazy. If West Ham goes down, that would be one of the worst. I mean, they have gone down before, even when they have super dope talent, will not be the start. I think for me, guaranteed go downs here. I feel like Bournemouth and Soton, especially Soton.
I'm so sad.
I don't
for
fancy
them. I'm so sad for them. But
I actually felt bad when they sacked Hassan Hato. I used to like him.
Oh yeah, he was,
I felt like he was
a good coach.
It just maybe didn't happen there. But Survivor hapa. I'm not so sure about Everton, by the way. I could place Maya, but
I knew it doesn't Everton on the cheap.
I could place Maya, but they have the talent. We don't know who is going to come.
Oh yeah, there's a whole question mark there.
Yeah, there might be people might still be disgruntled by the board. Unajua kama fans by the way wako against Lampard.
Yeah.
Mafans walikuwa for Lampard. Walikuwa all about the board and, so you don't know again here, maybe mafanya afilaji, but yeah. Guaranteed for me, Bournemouth, Southampton. Survivor, I don't feel like Wolves will go down. At some point in time, I feel like Wolves will actually go down. That alongside Nottingham Forest. Unless Nottingham...
Let me tell you.
Wolves not even in that bottom 6 right now.
Nottingham
because
13
of their home form. Those guys
have been brilliant.
To wins.
Yeah.
Chini ya maji unasikia 2-0, okay, 1-0. Those are points, my guy.
Yeah.
Wolves at some point were just accumulating L's.
Yeah, Wolves.
L after L after. Nani ma 1-0, ma 2-0. Yes, they are solid kidogo, but hey,
overall, not so much. All right, so that's that as far as the relegation goes and top 4.